Self-proclaimed feminists were still a minority of women in the early 1970s, and when they swung into action, they were by no means united and not without opposition. Feminists may have had a shared goal, namely women's equality, but they defined equality differently, and they had many different ways to achieve that goal. Those who believed in formal equality insisted on changes in law and the judiciary. They fought for an equal rights amendment and advocated for power in the economic and political structure. Cultural feminists marshaled for changes in language and body image, focusing on the multiple sources through which women found their sense of self shaped. They coined the notion of sexism to describe the many ways that advertising, education, religion, and media shaped the environment within which women made choices. If women could simply learn to see these shaping forces, they thought, then women would soon learn how their life choices were constrained and limited. Radical feminists sought what we have come to call substantive equality. They attacked the patriarchy, the system that vested power in men through traditional families, schools, and control over reproduction. They drew attention to domestic violence and coined the notion of marital rape. Women who controlled their own reproductive rights would, they thought, destabilize the nuclear family, ultimately creating a revolutionary shift in power from males to females. How any individual woman came to one or more of these positions probably depended on her own personal experience. Gathering together in thousands of small consciousness-raising groups across the country, women, mostly young women, began to discuss their own lives. Doing so illuminated how circumstances and events over which women had no control shaped individual experience. They began to understand the meaning of the slogan that characterized and drew together feminists of all kinds: the personal is political. Despite their differences, and perhaps because of them, women found ways of constructing alliances across all kinds of borders.